our show. On today's show, the wonderful Trudy Styler is here to talk about her latest exercise DVD and how it keeps both her and Sting in such phenomenal shape. Plus, in our potting shed, there's a lot going on. We have a group of yoga practitioners hanging out and twisting themselves up, including my niece Sophie Herbert, who is over there doing some unusual, difficult pose. You're going to find out what that's all about a little bit later on in the show. And we've got lots of other creative ideas for your home also. Our art director, Andwin Havens, is here.
Next, unbelievable yoga poses you've probably never seen before.
Welcome back, everybody. As I mentioned earlier, we have a very talented group of yoga teachers here, striking some fantastic and unconventional poses. They're part of a feature in this week's issue of New York Magazine. And I have great news for our audience. You're all going home with a copy today, so you can read all about what these people are doing. And I'm very happy to have my niece Sophie Herbert, who is a yoga teacher and is featured in this issue. Hi, Soph.
Hi, Martha.
Can you speak in that position?
Oh, yeah, it's very comfortable.
Yeah. So what pose is this that you're doing?
This is a version of Ekipada Shashasan, or one leg behind the head.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Is it unorthodox?
Well, it's maybe a less conventional version of it. You know, as a classical vinyasa and hatha teacher, I like to bring some innovation. And if I teach this, it's more about fun.
Isn't it generally a standing pose?
No, well, there is a version where you're standing up, which last year Eddie Stern did on the show.
Right, right. I thought so. But and I know you're really loving the mats that you're using. They're you know, when you do yoga, you must have a mat. I think it's crucial, right?
Mat.
Yeah, good
one
mat.
That's not slippery.
Right, you can't slide, you can't feel like you're moving in any way if you want to stay in maintain a position. So what about these?
These are these fantastic eco-friendly Manduka mats, and I'm happy to say that everyone in the audience is going to go home with a travel
great.
mug. Yes. And also, if you're at home watching, you can go on to manduka.com. You get a 10% discount if you type in Martha Stewart at checkout.
Okay.
But the other great thing about Manduka is that they support a lot of nonprofit organizations like Yoga Gives Back.
Like you do.
Yeah, so I'm an ambassador for Manduka. And
oh, you are? Okay, well, great. That's fantastic. Adam and Catherine, what are you doing here?
Well, we're coming into mermaid pose, which is a great hip opener and shoulder opener. And it fosters a lot of trust between the two of us, but it's actually really comfortable.
Now, do you teach this kind of yoga?
Mm-hmm.
You do? Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
You can hang out here.
Uh-huh.
Get like cappuccino.
Oh, yeah. How about the flying angel, which I do with every child I ever met? Okay.
Every like parent has probably done this to their
flying
child.
angel, of course.
Yeah. We call it, you know, bird or.
Don't you love that one?
Yeah.
It feels so great.
And you can go into bow from here.
Oh yes, you can. You can. You're so agile, both of you. It's phenomenal. So this is a trust engendering kind of yoga practice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. And you need to come to acro yoga class with your own partner, right?
Not necessarily. We do this with everyday people all the time, and people meet each other, and we build community through the practice.
Oh, how fantastic. So where is the studio?
It's at 37th and 8th in Midtown. Oh, okay. But we teach acro yoga all over the city.
You do? Oh, great. Well, it looks like fun. And, you know, I've done this. I've been down there doing that, and nobody's ever done that with me. I'm going to come.
I'd be happy to.
Okay. Yeah. So, Megan, tell me about you. And I've seen this in Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my gosh, how free and beautiful that is.
It's a lot of fun.
So so you've incorporated yoga poses with your what do you call that?
I call this aerial. I mean, in my class we do a lot of circus and dance and yoga, so it's all kind of a fusion of those three things. It's really fun. It builds a lot of strength, a lot of flexibility, a lot of core.
Right. It looks fantastic. What do you call that one? This is a split?
This is just a straight split.
Right.
And beginners can do this. Anyone can do this.
And do you have safety nets underneath?
No.
People so they don't go cracking their face?
No, we're pretty safe. It's pretty safe.
It looks amazing. So nice.
Thank you.
And once I climbed a tree and I had one of those harnesses on, I felt so liberated. And I think that's the same kind of feeling.
Exactly. It's so much fun.
Great liberation. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, you look so graceful. It's so nice. And we have Hari Nam sitting here cross-legged on the floor. Hari Nam, what are you doing?
I'm going to be showing you, Martha, a little more pedestrian than this, and this is actually more in the Kundalini Yoga tradition. I'm going to be actually showing something that's called a mudra, hand position, with a meditation. So while it may not seem as exotic physically, this is an opportunity for people to have a very exotic internal experience. So we use different hand positions called mudras, and in this one I'm using something called the Pushma flower meditation. And
you're photographed in the magazine like this.
Exactly, and so we're going to make our hands like this, like a tiger claw in like Kung Fu, very tight until it's shaking, okay? And this is actually going to activate our brains. And then we shut our eyes. You want to have some nice classical music, some beautiful music playing in the background that you can meditate with, and maybe a little timer. And for 7 minutes, you're going to shut your eyes, and you're going to just see your forehead like a movie screen. And as you're doing this, you're going to imagine the two most beautiful flowers you've ever seen in your life. And they'll come deeper and deeper. I myself, I like using 2 little rose petals. And after 7 minutes, as you're doing this, and you'll start sweating if you do it correctly. It's very intense, and you'll get deeper and deeper into it till you actually can see these flowers. And then after 7 minutes, your beeper will go off, you kind of hit it. And then just imagine these 2 flowers opening like a door. And just allow your mind to go as far as you'd like it to go. It's very, very pleasurable. And then 7 minutes later, just kind of bring yourself back, and this will put you in a very beautiful state.
Can everybody meditate or learn how to?
I believe everybody can, of course. And it's an incredible help to everybody's life, especially in these stressful times.
Well, thank you very much. And Sophie, what advice do you have for people who want to find a yoga practice?
Well, the first thing is don't feel intimidated. I mean, no one starts off in a pose like this or that, not as I know at least. But mainly shop around, try different methods, try different teachers. One approach won't work for everyone. It might be great for someone else. But that's very important. I wrote a blog on Whole Living's website just last week, so you can find it on Whole Living Daily, at wholeliving.com.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everyone is inspired to include yoga in your fitness routine this year. I do it 3 times a week. I think it is one of the most relaxing and strengthening kinds of exercises. And for more information on these yoga practices, you can visit our website at marthastewart.com. Thank you all very much, yoga practitioners. Thank you. Namaste.
Still to come, getting organized